Okay, good morning all. So here today we are going to see the cloud computing concept, that is EC2, creating the instance on cloud on Amazon. So for that, just go in google.com and just type AWS console, right? So once we enter this particular command, so you have to click on this particular option. So you can click main website also, but I have just checked AWS console. See, what is the motto of this particular creating EC2 instance? Remember, we are going to study here the concept of cloud computing. So cloud computing directly or indirectly relates with the concept of virtualization. So what is virtualization? So we are creating a virtual server at our side, but physically the components like operating system, the memory, or any other related components like antivirus or the firewall, which is already present at the server side on cloud. So what we are going to do, whenever we want to deploy the large applications, we cannot deploy on our own laptop or own desktop, right? So there are limitations. So that's why we are going to create this instance. So this instance is called as EC2. So what exactly this EC2 stands for? So E stands for elastic, and C2 means elastic compute cloud. So just click on this particular EC2. So once I click on this option, so you will see this window. So under this one, you have to click on instances, right? So under instances, right now there are no particular instances we have created. Now from the scratch, I will show you how to create the instance. So first step is, please watch it very carefully. First step is click on launch instance, right? So here I can give the any instance name. So let's create one instance, test instance, okay, because this is just testing. After that, which type of operating system or which operating system you want at server side, right? So see, once you create this particular amount on AWS, initially you want some services as a free, because whatever services you are going to acquire or purchase, they will charge accordingly in terms of dollars. So this is our just testing platform. So I will just check this Windows option, and you can see here there is a free tier available. Means what? This is a free of cost, so no charges will be levied on you. So you have to come below, you have to come below. Now whenever we are creating this instance which will be created on server side, see, it is, even though it is public instance, but for your account it should be a private. For you individually it should be a private. So for that, whenever we want to access that particular machine, we need a key, right? So there is an option which is called as a key pair login. So here you have to create a new key pair. So whenever we are talking about this concept, new key pair, remember, it will be an encrypted key, and it will be a private key on your side, but it will be a public key at server side. So by default, keep the option RS as it is. Most important thing here is you have to create the key with the file extension .pem. So I am just clicking this one, but before that it will ask the key name. So let's enter the key, test key, right? So once I create, the key will get downloaded on your machine. So you have to just copy that particular key. So I will copy and paste on my desktop. So just remember that particular key name, right? So after doing this, you have to come down, you have to come down, you have to come down. So by default, you are getting 30 GB space on server side. See, 30 GB is not less. So you can test your small applications there. So after doing this all things, you have to just click on launch instance. So here I am going to create the instance. Yes, so we got the message that successfully initiated launch of instance. So how to check this one? So once again, go in instances, right? So after going in instances, still it is not there. So you have to refresh the window once again. Just wait. Let's go on EC2 dashboard. Instances, still it is not there. Yeah, it is actually showing all states running. Let's wait. It is taking some time. Just hold on. Yeah. See the test instance, whatever the name we have given, it has been created. Now the state is running, right? So what are the different state of any particular instance? So already you can start the instance, you can stop the instance, even you can reboot the instance, you can hibernate the instance, and finally you can end or you can delete that particular instance. But right now, even though it is created, there is some status check. There are two checks. After some time we will get two status check has been done, two out of two. So let's wait for some time here. So after doing this one, right, so you have to select this particular instance. Just I'm telling the procedure. So you can see the public IP address has been allotted for you, this one, right? So once this instance has been created, you have to click on connect the instance. Okay, so whenever this instance has been created, remember this connect option should get enabled, but right now it is disabled. So what is the message it is getting? SSM agent is not online. Means what? I will give the best example, right? So we always sit in our home, okay, and we enjoy our television, right? So we are the one object on others, on one side, and the other side there is a television. So these are the two objects, right? So there should be a something which should be able to communicate or to connect between these two objects. What is that? It is a remote control, right? Similarly, whenever we are creating the instance, so that instance is on cloud side and it is running from our computer, that is laptop or our desktop. So there should be a middleware which is responsible to connect that particular instance, right? And that middleware is called as SSM agent. So it is giving the message that SSM agent is not online. It is not an error. It is a message, and that particular thing should be created by us, that agent. So for that, the procedure is like this. Okay. So procedure is like this. In search box, you have to type the role, right? So their option comes, that is IAM, that is it is responsible for managing the access to AWS resources whatever you have created or demanded. So just click on IAM. After clicking on IAM, there are various options. So you have to click on roles, right? So n number of roles I have created here, but for you I will create another role. Just click on create role, right? So by default you want AWS service, keep as it is. So there are different use cases for which case you want. So we are creating EC2 instance, so I am going to click on EC2, right? After that, we our role of EC2 is for handling AWS system manager. So you can see what it says. It allows EC2 instances to call AWS services like CloudWatch and System Manager on your behalf. So I just check the second option. Just click on next. Okay. So after doing this one, our role has been almost created. So just give the role name. So I will give my role the name. Okay. Description as it is. Don't change anything and just click on create role. Okay. Now you can see the message has been popped out, that is role, my role has been created. Remember the role name, that is my role. Okay, so once again I will go in EC2. Now we will check about the instance. Our instance has been created successfully or not. See here. Initially the state was running. Now the status check has been also done. Right. But now what is our responsibility? Let's connect this particular instance by using the created role. So select that particular instance, click on actions, go in security and click on modify IAM role. So here you have to assign that role which we have created, right? So which role we have created? My role. So I just select on my role and click on update IAM role. Okay, that means the role has been assigned. For our safety or our concern, just reboot the instance because we have made some changes. Actually it is not recommended, but better you do it because you will get the result initially and quickly. Now the changes has been successfully done. Now afterwards, just click on connect, right? Still, it is saying that SSM agent is not online. That means the changes have not been reflected in your PC. But before that, one more part is also we have to do. Whenever we want to connect to the remote machine, right? You will require a remote desktop file through which you are going to connect the EC2 instance. So download this particular remote desktop file, right? Once again, do the same thing. Copy this file on your desktop. So the name of that file is test instance. Okay, just hold on. Yeah, okay. Now, whenever you want to get connection with that particular instance, you will also require the password. So click on this get password. This step is very important. Now, how to get the password? See, we have downloaded one particular key file. Okay, so that key file is which one? Let's see which one we have created. Details sort by date modified, right? So this is the file we have created, that is testkey.pm. So I will just upload that file. Okay, and now decrypt the password, right? So password is in front of you. So this is a heavy password, no need to remind, just copy this password and just open your word file or notepad file and just paste that password or save that password in a file. Okay, so it has been done. Now after this, once again we will go in session manager, right? Now you can observe that particular message has been out. So just click on this particular button. Now we are going to connect the server, right, or the machine which we have created. So indirectly the machine is going to be connected. So you are getting the PowerShell and one small command prompt will be there, right? So after doing this one, the connection has been established with the machine, but how to log in into that particular system? So just click on that particular remote desktop file connection, just connect. Now it will ask that particular password. So we have copied that password, just paste the password here and just click on OK. Just click yes. So it is connecting to the machine. Yes, we have successfully created the instance and we have successfully connected with our remote machine with the operating system, the latest one which we have taken from the Amazon. It may be Windows 2022. Let's wait, the screen is coming. So it will be a remote machine, but you are operating from your side, right? So let's wait. Similarly, whatever is the look of your operating system, it will be the same because it is Windows operating system. There will be a space of 32 GB. So you can create the files, you can create the folders, even you can download the applications, you can run your Java applications, Python applications. See, so this is my a virtual machine I have created here. Now, whenever you are creating this particular machine, remember this is our first part where we have created the instance, that is EC2 instance on remote side, right? Now I am just clicking this one, that is Explorer. Now we will just check that did that particular thing have assigned 32 GB space for our machine. So you can see I'm just clicking on this PC. Yeah, you can see. So 14 GB free of 29.9 GB. That means almost 32 GB space have been allocated for us. So what we will do, see there are two parts. First one is creating the EC2 instance, right? So in this machine, what I will do, I will create a folder, right? So the folder will be creating instance demo. So this particular directory I am creating here, and I am creating one more text file as demo.txt. txt, and I will just write this is demo for creating EC2 sorry instance. So I will just save this particular file, right? Okay. Now why I have done this particular thing? Remember, the first part was to create the instance, right? The second part is to create the Amazon machine image, right? So why that particular machine image is required, why we create, and what is the use of machine image, and why we created this particular folder and file here, that we'll see in next video, right? So let's stop here right now. I hope you have understood. Just make the practice, and once you are confident that, then we can move to the next step. Thank you.